On the 29th of October 2023, the Republic of Turkey celebrated its centenary, marking 100 years since its founding in the wake of the Ottoman Empire's dissolution. The year 1923 not only heralded the birth of modern Turkey, but also brought an end to over 6 centuries of Ottoman imperial rule, an empire that, at its zenith in the mid-16th century, dominated vast swaths of the Middle East, North Africa, and Eastern Europe, emerging from relative obscurity as a minor Anatolian principality. The Ottoman dynasty embarked on a remarkable journey of territorial expansion, coupled with advancements in governance, society, and economy, creating one of history's most diverse and prosperous empires. But what became of this once mighty state, and how did it shape the Turkey of today? The Turkic migration and the rise of the Ottomans. The story of the Ottoman Empire begins with the westward migration of Turkic peoples from Central Asia. By the 7th century, Turkic tribes had settled around the Caspian and Oral Seas, with the Seljuk dynasty emerging as a dominant force. After converting to Islam and adopting Persian culture, the Seljuks expanded into Anatolia, defeating the Byzantines at the Battle of Manzikert in 1071. By the 14th century, the Seljuk Empire had fragmented, leaving behind a patchwork of Anatolian beyliks principalities. Among them was the fledgling Ottoman beylik, founded by Osman I c. 1299 to 1326. Under his successors, the Ottomans steadily chipped away at Byzantine territory, capturing key cities like Nicaea 1331 and Adrianople 1369, which briefly served as their capital. The fall of Constantinople, an imperial expansion, the defining moment in Ottoman ascendancy, came in 1453, when Sultan Mehmed II, the conqueror, besieged and captured Constantinople, the Byzantine capital. The fall of this legendary city, renamed Istanbul, marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and cemented the Ottomans as a major power. Hagia Sophia, the Grand Cathedral of Christendom, was converted into a mosque, symbolizing Islamic dominance. Over the next century, the empire expanded relentlessly. Mehmed II r. 1451 to 1481 conquered Greece, Bosnia, and the Crimea. Selim I r. 1512 to 1520 defeated the Mamluks, bringing Egypt, Syria, and the holy cities of Mecca and Medina under Ottoman control. Suleiman the Magnificent r. 1522-1566 pushed into Hungary, besieged Vienna 1529, seized Rhodes 1522, and extended Ottoman rule into Iraq and the Arabian Peninsula. At its peak, the empire spanned 3 continents, boasting a formidable military, including the elite Janissaries, Christian boys, conscripted, converted, and trained as elite soldiers. The empire's golden age and gradual decline. The 16th century marked the Ottoman Golden Age, but stagnation soon set in. While Europe surged ahead with the scientific revolution and global trade shifted away from the Mediterranean, the Ottomans clung to outdated systems. Corruption, weak sultans, and administrative inefficiency eroded imperial strength. Military defeats further weakened the empire. 1571, the Ottomans suffered a crushing naval defeat at Lepanto against the Holy League, led by Spain. 1683, the failed siege of Vienna marked the beginning of Ottoman retreat from Europe. 18th–19th centuries, Russia and Austria-Hungary seized Ottoman territories in the Balkans and Caucasus, while North African provinces gained autonomy by the 1800s. The sick man of Europe was crumbling. 1829, Greece won independence. 1830, France colonized Algeria. 1878, Romania, Serbia, and Bulgaria broke free. 1912 to 1913, Italy seized Libya. The Balkan Wars further stripped Ottoman lands. The Young Turks, World War I, and collapsed. Desperate reforms, including the 1908 Young Turk Revolution, failed to reverse decline. In World War I, 1914 to 1918, The Ottomans allied with Germany but faced disaster. Gallipoli 1915, a costly victory against Allied forces. Arab Revolt 1916–1918. British-backed Arab uprisings dismantled Ottoman rule in the Middle East. Armenian genocide 1915–1917, a brutal campaign of mass killings and deportations. Defeat in 1918 led to Allied occupation and the partitioning of Ottoman lands. However, Turkish nationalists, led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, launched the Turkish War of Independence 1919–1923, defeating Greek forces and securing sovereignty. The birth of modern Turkey on October 29, 1923. The Republic of Turkey was proclaimed, with Ataturk as its first president. The Ottoman Sultanate was abolished, the capital moved to Ankara, and sweeping secular reforms transformed Turkey into a modern nation-state. The Ottoman Empire's influence endures in Turkey's culture, architecture, and geopolitical role. From a small Anatolian beylik to a vast empire, and finally, to a republic. Its history is a testament to the rise and fall of civilizations, the story of conquest, innovation, decline, and rebirth.